When you listen to business news, when you read business articles, when you just work in a company or study business in a school, you hear a lot the word strategy, much more than standards. Based on my experience of more than 20 years as a consultant and a lecturer in many countries, I came across the word standards and I understood that it's the most important. Because standard is something that reflects on your clients. You can have the greatest vision and the best strategy, but your clients, they don't know / they don't care. They care about what they get. And what they get by quality, you define by standards. So when you tell your employee, listen, tomorrow morning try to be on time, that's not a standard, that's a wishful thinking. But what about the standard? So to define the right rules which are right for you, when you define your own standards, and every business can do that for themselves, is to define a sentence which is very clear. It has to be very specific. It should be measurable. It's probably achievable. You're not asking for something which is not possible to do, so it's achievable. It's realistic. And it's also related to time. So tomorrow morning, we start at 9 o'clock. Please be here 10 minutes before, which means 8:50, and then you are ready with your uniform 9 o'clock. I just used a certain abbreviation which we call SMART. S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for realistic, and T related to time. Time issues are concerned. In order to be even more demanding, let's add another letter to call it C SMART. Just C SMART. C for challenging. So if you're able to develop challenging standards with your employees and your suppliers and all the other stakeholders, you are a great manager. And finally, marketing is a lot about buzzwords and a lot about, as people think, advertising and selling. Finally, the bottom line is to be able to manage standards. Now, standards can be the way I'm dressed, and the standards can be the way I answer the phone, and the standards can be everything else you can define in favor of your own business. And this is just an example of standards. Even the way you're dressed can reflect on the way you do business, but it's all up to you. You define it, you enhance it. Standards.